welcome to 5 Things to Know, a Tax Talk Today exclusive. I'm joined today by John Lipold. John is the Chief of Tax Pro Partnerships and Advisory Groups for the National Public Liaison Office. John, on behalf of our viewers, it's my pleasure to welcome you to Tax Talk Today, where IRS representatives and tax industry leaders come together to share their knowledge and experiences working in the federal tax law. As a tax professional, always looking to expand my knowledge of the tax code, I am excited to learn more about this year's IRS Tax Forums. First question I have to ask is just some history about the tax forums, and if you wouldn't mind, give us a little overview of how they all came about.
The IRS Nationwide Tax Forum began back in the early 1990s, and it was set up as a means of introducing what was then the new IRS e-filing program to the tax professional community. Over the next few years, e-filing became established and the tax forum evolved into a continuing education and networking event for tax professionals.
Well, networking, that's a good point that you brought that up, because my next question is who generally attends?
Last year, in 2021, we had about 11,000 attendees. And of those, I would say about a third are unenrolled preparers, people who participate in the annual filing season program with the IRS. But we also have a large group of enrolled preparers. About a quarter of our attendees are enrolled agents. Maybe close to 20% are CPAs.
That's quite interesting. So some of my fellow members of the society I'll be running into over there, that's good to know. What are some of the benefits of attending?
So I'd say your main benefit in attending the Nationwide Tax Forum is earning CPE credit, continuing education credit. This year we're offering 28 webinars on a variety of topics. And in addition to that, we'll be offering 4 of them in Spanish. In addition to the continuing education, we have our virtual expo hall where attendees can check in on the latest software, meet with financial services firms, and even meet with representatives of the IRS. And
with the representatives, I need to broaden this. I've been to many conferences where there's somebody representing a taxpayer advocate or somebody maybe there to help with the collection issues. What kind of representatives will be available, and will they be available for the same kind of conversation, even though it's virtual?
Sure. Both of those that you mentioned, our taxpayer advocate, our collection, people will be on site, well, virtually on site, as well as representatives this year of our new Taxpayer Experience Office, of IRS Multilingual Services, and IRS Recruitment.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, my next question has to do with, you brought up CE. I'm always interested in knowing what kind of topics we should be expecting, without giving a whole list, at least some of the highlighted topics that'll be presented this year.
So, of course, we're going to have Commissioner Reddick coming out to do our keynote address. We'll also have a plenary session, which is Tax Forum Update, can't miss session on what's new for 2022. We'll be having cybersecurity. One of the top offerings is from our friends at the Pell Center, experts in cybersecurity. This year, we'll also be offering some courses in crypto and virtual assets.
Is it just the IRS giving these presentations, or are there other associations also helping with that?
So yes, definitely other association partners, including the National Association of Enrolled Agents.
Oh, great. Something to look forward to. Okay. Now, you mentioned it's virtual. So on the forum, I'm assuming the entire forum is going to be virtual. Can you tell us when it will start and how long it's going to last, as well as how we can sign up?
So the forum actually begins this year on July 19th, and it'll run over a 5-week period. Webinars will be broadcast over the internet on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and it will wrap up in August. People can sign up for the forum by going to www.irstaxforum.com.
And is there, how about any discount rates at this point, or is it going to be one flat fee?
So members of association partners such as the NAEA get a small discount if they go through the association. Otherwise, we offer an early bird discount to attendees. If they sign up by, I think it's mid-June, you'll get $240 fee. After that, it's $289.
Well, that's wonderful. Now, one last question before I wrap this up, only because my mind is wheeling and I'm thinking, well, I'm going to be out of the pocket for a couple of weeks during July, right when it starts. Is there any way I can catch up on some of the potential classes that I would like to see after the fact?
We will be recording a number of the seminars, probably the most popular ones, that will be offered later in the fall on our Nationwide Tax Forum's online service.
Well, this has been a really great conversation with you, John. Thank you so much for joining us on 5 Things to Know. On behalf of our viewers, I'd also like to thank you for your years of service with the IRS, particularly as the Chief of Tax Pro Partnerships and Advisory Groups. Your work in the role really benefits the tax preparer community. Thanks again, and we look forward to having you back on another Tax Talk Today program. Thank you all for watching today, and as always, it's been great learning with you. Be sure to join us on an upcoming Tax Talk Today program.